This is Eagle Owl, and today we're going to talk about Jalen Hurts being upset with the offense. Also, we got to talk about the Cowboys choking, man. We got to talk about it. And lastly, we're going to talk about us. We got to beat the Buccaneers, but let's get straight into it. All right, so before we get straight into the topics today, I like something that Dallas Goedert has said with his interview with John Clark. Dallas Goedert was saying like, yo, the Eagles got to get back to punching teams in the mouth and making teams quit. But let me go ahead and play this clip.
We talk about violence. We talk about, claps in the pocket, on offense, controlling the line of scrimmage, things like that. And Fletch said it really good today at the end of practice. It's time for us to put a good game together and, make a team quit. We did that so much last year. Early in the year, we were close, and we haven't had that opportunity, or we haven't, done it like we know we can.
As you see, I'm with Dallas Goedert, and we can make that a reality tonight. We can make the Bucs quit, and I believe we can do this without AJ Brown. Let's go out here, have some fun, and play some good football, man. Let's just go play some good football. I know I'm about to get into this story that's annoying, but Eagles, we got to go out here and play some good football. But let's get into the annoying story. It's the playoffs. We are in the playoffs, and we're talking about Jalen Hurts, Brian Johnson, and Nick Sirianni. So Tim McManus dropped an article today, and I'm assuming he was talking to some players or some people that know Jalen Hurts personally, and they had some things to say in the article, and the one thing that stuck out is Jalen Hurts is unhappy with Nick Sirianni and Brian Johnson. And it made me think of this clip, and I'm going to go ahead and play it, of when he was asked about the Seahawks and why him and like AJ Brown or something like that, or why they changed the play or checked out of the original play. But let me play this clip.
Was there something else going on that we don't know about?
There's a lot that you guys don't know. In fact, you don't know what you don't know. And so
So Coach Sirianni told you that was fine in that situation, or was that the wrong decision?
there's no right or wrongs. It's all based upon the results usually. And I think that's the reality.
You know how like he was saying, if you know, you know, it's like he's talking in circles, because Jalen Hurts is not a drama guy. Seemed like he was just talking in a lot of circles. But what I picked from him, I'm like, he just don't seem happy of the original play call. So he was just like, F it. Just try to give it to my guy down the sideline. They probably tried to call some QB run or QB draw, something like that. He had to check out of it. But this is why a guy like Nick Sirianni is on the hot seat, is because we pay Jalen Hurts $40 to $50 million a year. We pay AJ Brown $25 million a year. Devontae Smith contract about to come out. Dallas Goedert is paid. Offensive line in general is paid. And you can't call this offense with this talent? Are you crazy? So this is what's going on. And we heard this already. Even Nick Sirianni admitted this, but it's coming out in the article. It's Nick Sirianni's scheme, and they cramming it all with Brian Johnson. So it's Nick Sirianni's philosophy of what he want ran, but Brian Johnson is calling it. So he probably really don't know how to work this playbook. So Brian Johnson is taking a lot of heat. Even to this day, with this information, people keep saying, what are you doing, Brian Johnson? Not what is Nick Sirianni doing? What are you doing? Because Nick Sirianni, even though he came out and admit that is, his offense, he still alluded to something with Brian Johnson that like Brian Johnson is calling the plays. So there's some confusion with the two. And I guess that was the negative downfall of, promoting within, because Nick Sirianni think he can control the narrative. Because a lot of people ain't getting Nick Sirianni praise for us going to the Super Bowl last year. He's being big-headed. You know who we gave praise to? Shane Steichen. Oh, Howie Roseman for getting the talent. Oh, Jalen Hurts for balling out his mind. you say, yeah, Nick Sirianni's good with talking with everybody, but Nick Sirianni, far as the structure, he ain't get no praise last year. None. And I think his ego getting to him. And what he probably said, like, look, Shane Steichen or not, we can do this. We can do this running my plays, and it's not working. It didn't work the first year, and his excuse probably the first year, well, we didn't have the talent, now we do. And it's not working. It's simply not working. So who's in the way right now? Nick Sirianni. So again, if we lose, and depending on how bad we lose, if we pull the Cowboys, he will be fired. You know how Jerry Jones is thinking about it. Now, ain't no thinking about it. Nick Sirianni will be fired. And I feel so bad for Brian Johnson is because it's like, dang, he really didn't get a chance to run his offense. And what's going to happen is that he's going to go to a team like the Panthers. What, Panthers won 1 game, 2 games. They're going to win like 7, 8 games, and it's going to be a well-ran offense. And then we're going to say, where the hell was that offense with us? That's what we're going to say if Brian Johnson get a head coaching job. At first, I was that guy. I'm like, maybe it's the Rooney rule. You know, they just want to give him an interview, this and that. Now I'm starting to think it's more talks around the league like, yo, that's not his offense. Look what he did with Jalen Hurts 2 years ago. Look how he developed Jalen Hurts. Maybe he could develop Bryce Young or something like that. Maybe he could get another guy on that level. And that's how they probably looking at it, because the NFL knows. The NFL knows. They probably like, it's Nick Sirianni calling them plays, so let's not indict him on that. Look what he did with Jalen Hurts. That's what everybody probably talking about. So they want to bring that to their young quarterback. So Brian Johnson, I'm starting to think about it. Maybe if he go to another team and he can run his system, maybe he'll be one hell of a head coach. Maybe he would. But still, our problem would be, it's still Howie Roseman a bit, because Howie and these dudes, they want to hire puppets. And what happens is those puppets are not really good. Like Nick Sirianni was never a good play caller. Ever a good play caller. Doug Peterson, we got lucky with. I'm not going to lie. We got lucky. But even with Doug, what he's showing, even with the Jaguars, he promotes within. He's too loyal to his staff. And it's causing the Jaguars to downfall. It really is. With Nick Sirianni showing his ego's too big, because he should have let Brian Johnson run his offense. He's Nick Sirianni is a terrible play caller. It's going to be hard for him to get an OC job if he's fired. It's going to be hard, man. Sorry to go on that long tangent about this, because it's annoying. It's annoying. Let's talk about the Cowboys a bit. Choke artist, Dak ain't it. He's just simply not it, man. Not it. I mean, he get you 12, 13 wins. He will win the division. He will beat up on easy teams, I would say. People will be like, well, he did somewhat beat up on the Eagles. And did he beat up on us, or did we make our own mistakes? 3 fumbles, Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, and A.J. Brown. Like, we gave away 21 points. So did he really beat up on us, or we were just bad? I lean on we was just bad that game. Well, look, he could beat up on the Giants all day, Washington all day, these easy teams all day. But when you get physical with them, not it. If they can't get a turnover, ain't it. Once I seen they was down and the defense couldn't stop, like, Dak can't shoot it out. He can't shoot it out. That's what it showed, man. So luckily they home, because whatever happens tonight, we advance. It's just going to make the victory more sweet, because the Cowboys are out of it. If we lose, well, hell, Cowboys lost yesterday. All right. So they was home Sunday. Well, we'll be home Tuesday, Monday night, if that happens. But I don't want to think about that. Let's talk about the game. Buccaneers, Eagles. We got to win this game. We got to win this game. This is possibly the easiest path, at least getting back to the championship game. If you could beat the Bucs, I am confident we could beat the Lions. Then we could get that. Well, shoot, how the Green Bay Packers play. I'm about to say maybe we could get that rematch. Hell, maybe we could get a home game. But we gotta handle our food. We gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta knock these dudes off. Come on, man. What's his name? Baker Mayfield's not 100%. Hit him, man. Hit Baker Mayfield. Please get some hands on this dude. Don't play around with him. Don't play around with him. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him. Please. Defense. Hit a quarterback. Stop the big plays, man. I know there's not going to be possibly no Reed Blankenship, but Vontae Mattis is experienced enough to do this. Don't allow no big plays, bro. Please don't. Don't let them carve us up. Please don't be off 10 yards if they need only 5. Please stop it with this Vic Fangio stuff. And what I think is happening too on the defensive side, Matt Patricia's still trash, but he's running Sean Desai's scheme and really don't know how to run it. I don't want to see Hassan Reddick in no coverage. He should be at coverage 0% of the time this game. 0. If you're bad at pressuring the quarterback, why is Hassan Reddick and Josh Sweat going in coverage? It shouldn't happen. Offensive side, just take care of the ball. Take care of the ball and look, keep the ball out of Baker Mayfield's hand. Meaning, control the clock. Run DeAndre Swift. Please run DeAndre Swift. Get Dallas Goedert involved. Got to get him involved. Of course, Devontae Smith, get him involved. But DeAndre Swift got to be damn near the MVP of this game. You don't think DeAndre Swift want to go to Detroit and show them why they made a big mistake? You don't think that? The day after his birthday, I think his birthday was a day or two ago. You don't think he want to win for his birthday? I'm just saying, man. Handle your food, Philadelphia Eagles. But hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel about the news today? Eagles, coaching staff, nothing new. Cowboys choking, nothing new. Eagles need to beat the Buccaneers. I've been saying this all year. We need to win a game. That's nothing new. But this is Eagle Owl, man. I'm up.